Hello everybody. Today we are the 14th of October 2024 and today I will do 4 flights with the E-Flite Air Tractor 1.5 meter. It is, I think, I have no watch, but I think it is around 10:30 in the morning. It was rainy, but it's improving. It was just a little drizzle. So I prepared the air tractor and I have 4 batteries, 2 4S 2200 milliampere hour and 1 3S for the last flight. So the wind, no wind actually. So let's enjoy these 4 flights in this wonderful place. It's about 1 square kilometer, a lot of sport fields, a lot of obstacles, yes, but it will put some salt in the piloting, huh? So no, it's a nice place. We don't have any hard piste to take off and to land. Just grass, but the grass has just been cut. So with the air tractor, it's not a problem. It has big wheels. So you just have to pull on the stick, on the elevator stick when you let the air tractor roll, and it won't fall forward if you pull the stick. Okay. Let's go and let's fly it. Hello everybody. So we are ready for the first flight. The E-Flite Air Tractor 1.5 meter is ready. The bind has been done with the transmitter. We'll check if everything works in a few seconds. Here we have the windsock, which indicates a light wind from the south. Yes, we have the south, east, southeast, the east there, the south, the west, and of course behind me the north. It looks almost like a wind from the east. Okay, it doesn't matter, the wind is weak, so we will certainly be able to start to take off and land in any direction. Okay, let's take the transmitter. Here it is. As you can see, it's a Spectrum transmitter IX14. I'm very happy with this transmitter. Yes, let's check all the flaps and all these surfaces. So elevator, ailerons, direction, the flaps. Yes.
Full flaps.
Yes. Okay. Everything seems to work perfectly. And the engine too. Wonderful. As you can see, I have telemetry. Also, when you buy this aircraft, this model, you don't have telemetry because it's an old model. It was released 4 years ago, and apparently there was no telemetry. So what I've done, I've swapped the ESC from this model with the ESC of another model I have, which is the Cirrus, E-Flite Cirrus 1.5, which is a more recent model. I put the ESC of the Cirrus, and now I have telemetry, as you can see. I use it mainly and almost only for the battery charge, the charge of the battery. So you see 90%. Actually, I think we are closer to 100%, but it indicates always tenths. Yes, you will only see 90, 80, 70, 60 and so on. It displays always the tenth. So that's how the telemetry works, but it's very nice. So I don't need any battery checker. I just can see the battery status on the screen of my transmitter, and that's nice. What is less nice is you can't, or at least I couldn't figure out how to set up the transmitter so that the battery percentage, charge percentage, so that it be announced through the audio system. So when I want to know the battery status, I have to land the model, and so I can watch my screen. I can watch the screen of my transmitter, because I personally cannot watch the screen of my transmitter while I'm flying. I can't remove my eyes from the model. Okay, so timer is set to 0. Throttle cut off. I am in high rate. AS, the stabilizing system, the gyro is on. AS3X, that's the E-Flite technology for stabilization. Okay, so let's make this aircraft roll. As you see, I pull completely on the stick of the elevator. The grass is short, but it is wet, and when it is short, when it is wet, the models, they tend to capsize, huh? Maybe you say to capsize, yes. And the best way to avoid capsizing is, you see, to pull completely on the elevator while the model is rolling. Okay, let's start. Let's take off for this first flight. Yoo-hoo! I love this plane for several reasons.
30 seconds.
One reason is its color. I'm 50% here, throttle, 50% throttle. But the color is not the only reason why I like this plane. Another reason is that it is a stall, a short takeoff on landing, and I like how it takes off and lands in the grass. Grasshoppers are very nice with this model. It has big wheels, and it's a stall. It's almost like a timber, but with low wings. And I like the fact that it has low wings. Okay, let's land. I like the fact that it has low wings. It's good for acrobatics. Yeah, I really like this model. In the reality, it's a plane used in the agriculture. It's not at all a light plane, an ultralight. I was asked this once. No, it's a very robust and heavy plane. It's almost a monster, I would say. 3 tons empty, or 4 tons, it depends on the model. And when it is loaded with things, it can weigh up to 10 tons. So you see, it's not a lightweight plane. Okay, let's take off again. Yoo-hoo! Oh, I have to pay attention to all the obstacles. There are a lot when you land or take off. Here I have cut the throttle, now full flaps. It's soaring. Yes, not bad, not bad. So I'm happy because it has stopped raining. I don't think it's raining, or it's a very light drizzle, so no problem to fly. Okay, battery 60%. It's a 4S battery, 2200 milliampere hours. Okay, let's do a little bit acrobatics. Yes. Okay, let's go. Let's take off. Let's do first a roll. Woo! I'm not an acrobatic expert. I would say I'm not neither a pilot expert. Yes, it was better, nicer. Do you see how it is nice, how you can see it well? Stall turn. Yahoo! Stall turn. Yahoo! Half roll and half looping, half loop, half loop. Half roll and half loop. So these are my aerobatic skills. Let's do again a stall turn, and you see what is nice. The air tractor can climb indefinitely, vertically with a 4S battery. Again, yoo-hoo! Stall turn. Yahoo! Okay. Let's train the landings.
Full flaps.
Yahoo! Yes, we made it. Okay, telemetry tells me model battery is at 20%.
Flaps up.
It's nice to see that. It would be also nice if the audio system would tell us the battery charge of the plane, but I didn't find how to do that. I don't think it's possible for now, but maybe I'm missing something. Okay, let's start again.
4 minutes.
No need for flaps. We have sufficient space. Stall turn, yes. Okay, Let's prepare to land. Let's prepare to do a nice approach, because
Full flaps.
for a nice landing you need a nice approach. Yes. Okay, now there is very few wind, almost no wind at all, so we'll take off in the north direction for a small flight, very small flight, because the telemetry
Flaps up.
via the transmitter screen tells us that the battery is at 10%. So let's take off in the direction of the north. Although the wind comes from the south, so we will have a rear wind, but the wind is very weak, so it won't be a problem to take off in this direction. Let's go! Yoo-hoo! It's very high,
Full flaps.
but the flaps are very efficient to lose height. Yes, very nice landing. I'm quite happy. Oh, and the battery is still at 10%. Yeah, it was a very short flight, I must admit. So we can take off again. Huh? Yes. We can take off again. And let's do it. And now we will take off
Flaps up.
in the direction of the east. Yes. Let's go. I'm accustomed to land from the south in the direction of,
Full flaps.
no, from the north in the direction of the south, like now. Yes. Okay, and now the battery is at 0%. That's what the telemetry screen indicates,
Flaps up.
but actually the battery is between 0 and 10%. Even if the charge, the displayed charge is 0, the battery charge is between 0 and 10. It can be 1% as it can be 9%. We don't know. Okay, let's pull the elevator stick. Yes, so that it doesn't capsize. If you don't pull the stick, it will for sure capsize, for sure. So you have to fully pull the stick completely during the rolling. While you roll, don't drop the stick or remove your finger from the stick. It's a bad idea and your model will capsize immediately in the grass. So the plane seems to be all right, huh? That's nice. Okay, then I will swap the battery and I will speak with you in 2 minutes again for the second flight. See you. Okay, so we are ready for the second flight. I just have to reset the timer. For your information, the last flight with 4S battery, 2200.
Half flaps. Flaps up. Timer reset.
Yes, 2200 milliampere hours. Was the flight time was 6 minutes. Yes, we flew 6 minutes.
Throttle cut off.
Okay, let's control the plane. Ailerons, okay. Elevator, okay. Rudder, okay. The flaps.
Half flaps. Full flaps. Flaps up.
Are okay. So we are ready for the second flight. It's 11:20 in the morning. It has stopped raining. That's good news. Nobody where we fly. Some young people, but they are far away, and that's a good thing because I always avoid to fly over people, of course. But here we have a lot of free space. As you can see, my bicycle with a trailer. That's how I come here with the model in the trailer and the stand to put the wings and remove the wings and work on the model. Okay, very little wind, so that's nice. We can take off, I think, in any direction with this kind of wind. So again, a 4S battery, which gives this model plenty of power, unlimited vertical climb, for instance, very nice for doing acrobatics or aerobatics. I don't know how you tell it in English. It's my first video in English, so as you certainly noticed, my mother tongue is French, but I want to comment my videos in English because I want to address the whole world. Yes, people in the whole world and not only French-speaking people. Okay, so let's take off in the direction of the north. Woo! It climbed very vertically. Okay,
Full flaps.
let's train the landings. Let's land. I like to train this maneuver. Yeah, it's an important maneuver, and it's not the easiest one. Okay, that was our first landing. Battery 80%.
Flaps up.
To take off, we don't need any flaps. Now we'll take off in the direction of the forest, straight forward. Yes. Okay, let's go. Unlimited vertical climb capabilities with a 4S battery on this model, and I love it. That's really nice. Really nice. Full throttle, and again stall turn. Yoo-hoo! Stall turn. Yoo-hoo! Half roll and half loop. I have to be very careful with all the obstacles. There are a lot,
Full flaps.
as you can see, especially in this approach. A lot of obstacles, and I must admit I have crashed a few planes in these obstacles in the last months, and now I'm very careful. Yes.
Flaps up.
Okay. 60% battery charge. Okay, let's take off in the direction of the forest. You see a stall takeoff and a stall turn. Stall takeoff STOL and a stall turn STALL. Or are there two or one L?
Full flaps.
Okay, I've cut the throttle, but now we are, yes, 10% throttle, 10%. Zero throttle. I've cut the throttle. It's soaring, it's gliding, soaring, yes.
Flaps up.
Battery 40%. Okay. Let's take off again in the direction of the east. Yes, this direction. Woo! It almost capsized, and you know why? Because I stopped too early to pull on the elevator stick. It almost capsized. I tell you, this is very important to pull
Full flap.
this stick. I'm soaring with 0 throttle, but I've put, yes, 10%. 10%. Yes. 30%
Half flaps up.
battery charge. Okay. Let's take off again. And this time we pull, we strongly pull on the elevator stick. Full throttle. Stall turn. Yes. Nice. Stall turn on the right. Oh, it capsized in the air. It didn't do a stall turn. It was a capsize. I don't know if it's the right word, but it didn't turn around the right axis. Axis, yes, axis. Okay, let's prepare for landing.
Full flap.
I'm soaring, 0 throttle. Throttle is cut. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, battery 20%. So let's
Flaps up.
start again. Let's take off again. With elevator stick fully pulled.
4 minutes.
Stall turn on the right. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Stall turn on the left. Yes. For your information, I pilot. I do piloting with my thumbs on the sticks. Yes. Okay. Let's prepare for landing, for a nice approach. Woo. No flaps.
Full flaps.
Now full flaps. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. I gave some throttle at the last second. If I didn't do that, it was stalling.
Flaps up.
Okay, 10% battery charge. We can take off again.
5 minutes.
Okay, that was not a scale takeoff, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, we have only 10% battery, so we won't do aerobatics.
Full flaps.
We are just training approach and landing. Nice little plane, 4 years old. I mean, it was released 4 years ago, but I find it really, this is until now my favorite plane, really. It can fly fast, it can fly slowly, it rolls very well in the grass. Grass hops are okay, as you can see. As long as you pull on the elevator stick, it rolls very well in the grass. Yes, grass hops are nice with this with this aircraft. I would say it's almost like a timber. It's a timber, but with low wings. But everything what the timbers can do, the air tractor can do also. Yes, this is my opinion. Well, this is the end of the second flight. Let's see the timer. Almost 6 minutes of flight. Yes. Okay, so I will prepare the model
Throttle cut on.
for the third flight, and I see you in 2 minutes. Okay, welcome for or to the third flight. We are ready for the third flight. It is 11:30 in the morning, and as you see, this windsock, the wind has the wind has raised. So now I think we won't be able to take off in any direction. We will have to take off in the direction of the south, maybe southwest. Yes. It's still raining a little bit. Yeah. And I don't like it very much. I don't think it's very good for the transmitter, the receiver, and all the electronic, but well, it's not a heavy rain, it's just a drizzle.
Timer reset.
So we are ready.
Throttle cut off.
We are ready for this third flight. We have a 4S battery, 3200 milliampere hours, which makes the battery quite big and heavy. So you have to be careful with the center of gravity, the CG. So I've put the battery a little bit less forward, a little bit more backward. So we'll see how the plane reacts in the air. Okay, ailerons, elevator, rudder, flaps.
Half flap. Full flaps. Flaps up.
Everything works well. Engine, okay. So let's make this air tractor roll in the air with the elevator stick completely pulled. And we will take off facing the south, facing the wind. Yes. Okay. Let's go. With this battery, we should be able to fly around, yes, 7 or 8 minutes. It's a bit head heavy, nose heavy. Yes, I didn't put the battery enough forward, and that's not good. So I will let it land and correct the position of the battery, because it's too nose heavy, and that's not good.
1 minute.
Too much nose heavy. So let's land.
Full flaps.
It was a speedy landing.
Flaps up.
Come here, little air tractor. Come here to your master. Yes. And we will put this battery a little bit backwards.
Throttle cut on.
Throttle cut. Very important. We don't want to be wounded with the propeller, and you see the battery, it has to be put a little bit backwards. It's too much forward. Yes. So let's put it 1 or 2 centimeter backward. Yes, around here. Yeah, I think now this should be okay. We'll see if it's nose heavy or tail heavy, or neither tail nor head heavy or nose heavy. That would be nice in this case. Yeah. Again, almost no wind, so we can take off facing north.
Throttle cut off.
Okay, let's take off. No, let's take off. No, in the direction of the south. Okay, let's go. It is still nose heavy, a little bit nose heavy, but it's not a big problem. Stall turn. So I could have put the battery more backward. Stall turn. Yes. Yeah, it's nose heavy, head heavy, but it's okay. For me, it's okay. Okay, let's land the plane.
Full flaps.
It's very high, so I let it go down with the flaps. 20% throttle, 0%. I cut the throttle. Yes, very good. Battery 60%,
Flaps up.
and we can. What do we do with the battery? It is still a little bit nose heavy, so let's
Throttle put on.
let's put the battery a little bit more backwards. The rain doesn't stop. That's bad, but I don't want to stop flying. It's a small rain, it's a drizzle. Okay, so now I hope this should be the right place for this big battery. Big and powerful, and long lasting, 3200 milliampere hours. But it's a big battery, so you have to be careful where you put it, because it's heavy and it has a big effect on the CG, yes, the center of gravity. So let's see if now the model is well balanced. Battery 70%.
Throttle put off.
Let's see. It's important for, especially for acrobatics, yes, to have a well balanced CG. Okay, let's see. Yes, much better, but still nose heavy, I think. But it's better. Stall turn. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Stall turn. This was not a stall turn, it was a half roll followed by half roll followed by a half loop. Yes. Half roll and half loop. Half roll and half loop. And stall turn on the right. Yes. Okay. Whew. Let's approach and land.
Full flaps.
20% throttle. 0 throttle. It was soaring at the end. Okay, battery 30%. All right.
Flaps up.
Still raining. Oh. Okay, you know what? Maybe we won't do any fourth flight. We will do only 3 flights, I think. If it's continuing raining like this. Yeah, okay, we'll see. Okay, take off. Stall turn. Stall turn. Yes.
Full flaps.
And I don't think we will. No, we don't land.
4 minutes.
It's just a low speed pass. But next time we land. Now we land. $20, $10, 0%. It is soaring, soaring. Yes.
Flaps up.
20% battery charge. Okay. Then let's take off again. Stall turn. Yes.
Full flaps.
Do you see the birds? Yes, battery 20%,
Flaps up.
and we can take off without flaps. The wind comes from this building this direction, so we will take off in this direction. Let's go. Stall turn. Yes. Infinite vertical climb with this 4S battery. Stall turn. Yes. Stall turn. Yes. Okay, 6 minutes, so it's time to control to check the battery.
Full flap.
So let's land this aircraft. Yes. Okay, battery percentage 10%, so we can still do a little flight. Okay, let's land this air tractor. Yes. Okay, battery 0%.
Flaps up.
That's what the transmitter tells me. So it's time to roll to the terminal, to our stuff. 7 minutes flight, not bad, huh? With this 4S battery. 4S 3200 milliampere. Okay. So the sun is coming, but it's still a little bit raining, but I think it's better than before with the rain. So the question is, do I do a fourth flight, yes or no? and I tend to answer this question with a yes. Yes, yes, yes. We'll do a fourth flight, but this time with a 3S battery. That means it means less power, but it's 3200 milliampere, so a good autonomy. Okay, that was the third flight. Okay, so we see us again in 2 minutes. See you later. Well, the weather is yes, a bit better, a little bit sunnier, but it's still raining. Okay, well, it's just a drizzle, but it's raining, still raining. But I've decided to do a fourth flight against all odds. Okay, last flight was 7 minutes.
Half flaps.
Ah,
Flaps up.
I wanted to use the
Timer reset.
timer, and I use the switch for
Half flaps.
the
Flaps up.
flaps. Okay. Okay, everything works. Yes. Yes. Although it's raining, it's wet, the electronic seems to work. Yes, and that's nice. Okay, now we have a 3S battery, 3200 milliampere. So less power, but yeah, a good autonomy.
Throttle cut off.
So let's see how it flies with a 3S battery, and you will see it flies very well. It just it cannot climb and indefinitely vertically, so it cannot do that now with a 3S battery. But it starts, it takes off very well. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
20 seconds.
Yes, still a little bit nose heavy, but it's not too much a problem. You feel it, less power, but it's okay for stall turns. It's okay.
1 minute.
Okay, let's train landings.
Full flaps.
Yes. Okay, battery
Flaps up.
80%. Not much wind. Okay, let's take off southward. It's 12 o'clock, midday. Oh, I hear voices, so I have to be careful not to fly over somebody, but I think the approach space is free.
At full flaps.
This approach field is okay. Yes, 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 yes. Nice landing. Yes, okay. I think it's raining a little bit less,
Flaps up.
and that's good news. Also, almost no wind, almost no rain, and that's really great. Okay, let's take off. Any direction is okay. With so little wind. Okay, let's do a speedy pass with this 3S battery. Stall turn. Yes. Low pass. Full throttle. And we do a nice approach. Full flaps. For a nice landing. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Battery is at 50%. Okay, so we can continue our flights, takeoffs, landings, stall turns. I don't dare to do loops and rolls with this 3S battery, although I could do some, but well, I'm not such an expert pilot, so I prefer to be careful because this is my only model for now. Yes, so I don't want to break it. Okay, let's go. Yes. I don't know if you feel it like me. Less power. Full throttle. Less power, but it's still nice to fly this aircraft even with this 3S battery. 20%, 30% throttle, 0%. I cut the throttle. And now, yes, yes, yeah, yes. I was happy with this landing. Really nice landing. Okay, And let's take off again in the direction of the forest. Less power. I I really can feel it. That's the reason why I fly with full throttle, more with this 3S battery. I compensate the low
4 minutes.
power with more throttle,
Full flaps.
full flaps. It's soaring, huh? Zero throttle. Yes, it was a soaring landing. No throttle, zero throttle.
Flaps up.
And we take off again. Yes. Stall turn. Yes. That was this was a slow pass. We'll do again a slow pass, a little bit deeper, not that high. Slow pass, no landing, just a pass. Full throttle. Let's do some turns. %60 throttle, full throttle again.
5 minutes.
Yes,
Full flaps.
full flaps. Landing flaps. Yes, not bad, not bad. Okay, we have 20% of battery charge.
Flaps up.
So we can do either 2 little flights or 1 big flight. We'll see, we'll see. Let's go. Stall turn. Yes. And let's prepare for a nice landing.
Full flaps.
Yes. Okay, battery 20%. So
Flaps up.
let's take off again in the direction of this building. So eastwards. Eastwards. Let's mind the masts. I don't know how to call them. These light masts. Stall turn. Yes. Stall turn on the right. Yes. Okay. Let's do a nice approach and land this aircraft.
Full flaps.
Ooh. Yes, okay, battery 10%.
Flaps up.
Tells me my transmitter screen 10%, so even 20%. So this way we can do a last flight. Nice. Okay, let's do a last flight and we will be done for today. I'm full throttle. Yes, a 3S roll. That was a 3S roll, a roll with a 3S battery on this plane.
Full flaps.
Very good. And no, it was not the last flight because we still have 10% of battery, so we can take off again. And I think this time it will be
Flaps up.
the last flight. Let's go. Seven minutes of flight with this 3S battery. So this flight will be small, short, because 10%, that's not much. That's not much at all. So this is our last
Full flaps.
approach and last landing. Oh, it was not our best landing of the day, but it's okay.
Flaps up.
So we end this flight morning with no crash, and that's good. That's good. I'm always happy if there was no crash, because it was not always the case for me in the last months. Okay, let's roll. Let's drive to our bicycle and our stuff. Yes, it not only flies well, this air tractor, but it also rolls well on the floor, in the grass. I told you, it's a wonderful model, really wonderful. I hope that E-Flite do upgrade the model and release a new version with yes, with improvements. It's always possible to
Throttle cut on.
improve a model, I think. Even this wonderful model. So it was almost an 8-minute flight. So I'm very happy for this flying morning. Very happy. I think it's 12:30, maybe 20 to 1. Well, it's midday, and now it almost doesn't rain anymore now that we are done. Thank you, the weather. Okay, so I say to you bye bye and see you again in my next video, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Bye bye.